Hello, everyone, and welcome to Culture of Gaming's Power Up Podcast, episode 124, being recorded live on July 11th, 2020. I'm your host, Taylor.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Andrew, and it's 7-Eleven Day. Get your free Slurpees, guys.
It is the
right?
holy day of
Oh, it
7-Eleven. It is the holy day of
Blessed
7-Eleven.
be to this good day.
Yes.
I actually don't think they're doing that this today.
Damn. Okay.
That doesn't exist yet.
I
so
think,
yeah.
2020 has again canceled 7-Eleven Day.
Can you even, self-serve drinks anymore anywhere?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
So,
really?
at Circle,
Yeah.
because my sister works at Circle K,
Uh-huh.
you can still get drinks there and fill them up yourself,
Okay.
but you can't bring in your own cups.
Okay, so
You
you have
used to
to...
be able to, but you
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because, I don't know, I go to, Chipotle or, In-N-Out or whatever, they still have to, get the drink for you from the fountain, and it's you can't do refills either.
I went to Chipotle the other day and they didn't have me do that.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting.
I just got my own drink.
Okay, last time I was there. Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. Anyway, well, that's not related at all. We, of course, have a wonderful gaming podcast lined up for you all today. And so, and as usual, we like to start off with what do we have been playing and everything. So, Andrew, what have you been playing the past 2 weeks? So.
A lot of Call of Duty still.
Okay.
I've been grinding out all those guns that I want. And then I asked in the Discord, which you can always join on the site, if anyone had any good racing game idea, suggestions. And then Anthony said Need for Speed Shift 2,
Okay.
I think is, and I got it for $6 on Steam. It might, I don't know if the summer sale's still going.
I think it is till the 13th.
13th.
Yeah.
And so I've been playing some Shift 2, and that game is very good.
Oh, no, it's not.
very
Okay, it's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's done. Yeah, I think it ended a couple days ago. Right?
Oh, okay.
Sure.
On the 9th. But yeah, Shift 2 is awesome. I'm not a big racing game fan. I never really got into them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad I looked at this one because it's not like racing outdoors, which I don't find fun. I don't find open world racing all that great.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But something about having the wheel. I'm sure this is not new again to anything, but it's got the wheel in front. It feels really good, and I'm like, man, I should get a racing wheel. Shouldn't I?
Nice.
Get the whole
wanna
set,
go-
the 3 panels, the pedals, everything.
Yeah, I want to go from having nothing just to the craziest setup possible.
I mean, I have
Oh.
pedals and a wheel pretty easily. They're pretty actually cheap to get.
You should also...
Shift 2 is actually one of the best games to play on a sim. Everything else that I've played is pretty. I mean, it's not bad, but it doesn't compare.
Right. Yeah. I think this one's hitting a good. I know it's 2011, but it hits a good place between sim and arcadey. It's not. It's not like Project Cars 2, which I feel like is too.
It's
simmy
a
for
bit
me.
much. It's a bit much.
Yeah.
Unless you have a good sim setup, then it's Project Cars 2, not worth it at all.
Yeah,
I bought it,
exactly.
tried it out for an hour on controller and mouse and keyboard. Also, it's refunded it.
Yeah, I thought about picking it out because it was on sale for relatively cheap and new.
Yeah.
But I looked into it and I was like, maybe this is not the easiest game just to jump right into.
No.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, just kind of altering that. I've been playing a lot of online poker recently. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Fake money only.
Yeah.
I just not for real money.
Wanting to risk it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to love poker when the heyday of poker was a thing. But now I'm getting back into it, watching a lot of it and starting to play around.
I hate
Sure.
the new Discord
Nice.
control. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, it's been about it really for me though.
Nice.
Okay. Anthony, what have you been playing lately?
Usual stuff. So I've been playing some Apex. I was trying to open Steam, so I've been playing recently. That's right. I picked up Splinter Cell, the original Splinter Cell, because it was
interesting.
$2.95.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not give it a crack? I have played some of it before This is the thing with me. So I'll play a game when I was 15. Okay, I'll hate it. Come back 5 years later and I'll love it. That's what I do. That's really weird. So I'm quite enjoying that. I haven't really played it for quite some time. What are you smiling about, Matt?
I'm laughing at Chloe's reflection in Taylor's TV.
Oh,
Yeah, if you look behind me, the TV there, you can see my dog on my bed. Yeah. Anyway,
That's
because
what I
that
was
angle.
laughing at.
Yeah. Hopefully, after today, the lighting will be a little bit less bright now. So I have blinds over this window frame that don't do
Oh yeah, you wanted me.
Shat.
You wanted me to install stuff for that.
Yeah, you still need to bring your drill over later.
Can do.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so I got like blackout curtains the other morning for him.
Nice.
Nice. Good job.
How you? How does it feel? Does Splinter Cell feel weird?
The controls are a little bit strange. Like you can obviously remap stuff. But aside from that, it's pretty like I think it's like scroll to sprint, which is really weird.
That is weird.
I guarantee you can change this stuff, right? Like you can rebind stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
It's like totally fine.
okay, that was weird.
What happened?
Your
cut
mic
out.
changed, Anthony.
Cutting that now.
Oh, nice. Am I still cutting that out?
No, you're better.
You're not
Although you have
cutting
like
out, but
background noise.
Your mic definitely changed.
Anthony, when you move here, we needed a COG office. Then we have one of those really cool, just like in the same room podcast setups.
Yeah.
Just like Joe Rogan setup.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll hire producer Jamie. Pull that up. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
Got some embarrassing stuff right here.
Yeah.
Jamie,
Pull that up. Yeah. All right. Anyway. Anything else, Anthony?
Yeah, I've actually jumped back. I like went off my Switch for a bit, as I do. Jumped back into Pokemon, and I'm on like Route 9 now, and I was on like Route 3 when I stopped playing it. So this is Sword and
Pokemon
Shield.
game are you playing?
Sword and Shield.
Okay.
I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit. Like most Pokemons, it's pretty grindy. Like depending on what you're trying to do, like if you're trying to catch them all, which is like the subtext of the game, then it's very grindy. But that's to be expected. Obviously, it's Pokemon after all. But it's like one of the most. I know it's like one of the most hated Pokemons out there at the moment.
Is it?
Because of what they've done with the DLC. DLC is like $40 and it's crap.
Oh.
It's never good.
It's really bad. It's really bad. I haven't played it yet, but I was talking to Kyle a little bit about it, which is like
Oh yeah.
a guy we know.
Mhm.
And he doesn't like it, and I've seen some reviews as well about it, and yeah, it's not good. But aside from that, I'm enjoying the base game.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's quite good. And apart from that, that's kind of it for me.
You saw her just
Yeah.
plop onto your pillows.
Sorry, my dog is just trying crazy right. Okay.
You said the dog word.
I know. She's like, help me. Hello. Okay. Anyway. All right. Cool. Matt, what have you been playing lately?
I've actually been playing a lot of looter shooters as of more recent.
You don't say, huh?
Old Schluter.
Yeah.
Looter shooters. I've been. I really enjoy Destiny 2. I think that has probably, in my opinion, some of the best like gun feel handling in video games. I just love the sunshot in the game. I love the hand cannons and stuff like that. Also been playing Borderlands 3 with Taylor here, and well as one of my other friends named Logan. And I have not made it a pleasant experience for them so far.
No.
Because we have you have the option of setting where each person gets their own custom loot, or everybody fights for their own loot. And we decided as a group to, hey, let's fight for our own loot. It's just gonna drop, and whoever picks it up. I probably have like a 90% pickup rate when it comes to the loot.
Yeah. He specifically
Compared
goes
to the
out of
other
his way
people.
to pick up everything. And
I just know where to be.
Anything. Yeah.
I don't even look at this stuff. If I have to see it's a blue, purple, or legendary, I immediately pick it up. I don't care what it is. I don't bother to look.
Good job.
Yeah, that's been a. But yeah, there's a lot of looter shooters as of recent. I haven't been playing too much CS:GO as of right now because getting the FPS fixed with the shooters.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So yeah, that's been what I've been up to mostly.
All right. These yeah, okay, so past a little while I've been trying to play some Modern Warfare, but like it's just been rampant with hackers lately, so it hasn't really been that fun of an experience. So this is on PC, by the way. And so yeah, it's like no matter what, Warzone, like regular multiplayer, just riddled with hackers. And like the game is like inflated to 250 gigs also of disk space, and it's like I have an SSD. So honestly, I just uninstalled it last week. Yeah, so I was like, wow, that's it's a lot of disk space.
It's making them playable.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's that happened. As Matt mentioned, playing some Borderlands 3. Picked that up. It was on sale for like $30 during the Steam sale. That's the only thing I got during the Steam sale, actually. Just like I don't know.
I didn't get it.
Okay. No, you said you got it. You got Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean like nothing. Like,
Okay.
Called out.
Yeah.
That's like 2001. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. The Steam sales are like really fun your first few years of PC gaming because then you can really like build up a library quite easily, but then you just like drop off after a while, and then it's like maybe there's like a AAA game that came out that's like it's discounted to like 45 that you pick up, or in this case on Borderlands 3, $30. So anyway, but yeah, it's a pretty fun game so far. I like it better than when we played it at E3, so that's always nice. And then let's see what else. A little bit of a Kerbal Space Program. I marathoned Ace Combat 7 the other day on accident. So it's pretty fun.
Can't say on accident.
Yeah, I'm going to talk more about this later, but I actually started playing Dark Souls 3 again with a mod that basically gives you an AK. So yeah, no, I'll talk a little bit more about this mod in the water cooler conversation. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm going around Dark Souls 3. I'm just like shooting everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. No.
Sure.
No one. No
What
one.
do you say?
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Just why?
Mate, hey.
Why not?
Maybe it'll make the game playable.
It is completely playable.
Yeah. Right.
You just need to get good.
They just need to make it playable.
Okay. All right.
I
Anyway.
can play that shit keyboard mouse any day of the week. And it's not designed that way.
Okay.
All right, anyway, moving on. So that's going to do it for what I've been playing. The main site is, of course, cultureofgaming.com. There you can find all the latest gaming news, reviews, opinion pieces, as well as the occasional Tet for Thought post, which, by the way, subscribe to Tet for Thought. So, yeah, main site is, of course, cultureofgaming.com. You can find a link to our community Discord where you can chat with everybody you see on the podcast, as well as all of the staff members on the right-hand side sidebar of the main site. Once again, community Discord, right-hand side sidebar of the main site. And then Facebook, we have two Facebook pages, one for the main site, one for the podcast. They are facebook.com/thecodnetwork and facebook.com/poweruppodcast, respectively. And then Twitter @thecodnetwork, Instagram at Culture of Gaming. There we go, a little blip there, sorry. YouTube.com/Culture of Gaming and Twitch.tv/Culture of Gaming. Go on to into our Twitch stream every Saturdays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to see a live recording of the Power Up podcast. And then if you'd like to listen to all the previously recorded podcasts, you can find audio repositories of them all on whatever podcast service you fancy, albeit Spotify, Podbean, Pocket Casts, Podcast Addict, Apple Podcasts, etc., etc. Then if you'd like to watch the video recordings of the podcast, you can find them on our YouTube channel, which is once again youtube.com/Culture of Gaming. So moving right along into the gaming news, let's talk about Breath of the Wild, one of my favorite games in the world. There was some news around the Breath of the Wild sequel that was announced at E3 2019, and we haven't heard from since. I would say they Metroid Prime forward it, but just announcing it was in development. But we at least got a lot more for the Breath of the Wild sequel than we got for the Metroid Prime 4 announcement. I'm not gonna. So for the sake of conversation, we're just gonna refer to it as Breath of the Wild 2, although obviously the title is pending.
Boogaloo.
Yeah. So this news piece is coming to us from cultureofgaming.com. It was written by Oscar Navarro, one of our news writers. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 voice actors have reportedly finished recording. Since its initial announcement during Nintendo's E3 2019 Direct, little information has surfaced regarding the development of the sequel. However, recent rumors regarding the sequel's voice acting may indicate that completion draws closer than expected. As reported by Game Reactor, I've never heard of that before.
We've been around for a bit.
See, now it's I have to turn Andrew's camera back on, and then he's in a full screen, and then I have to click out of it, and because
sorry.
no, it's fine.
No, let's
it's
just
fine.
all do it randomly to mess with him real quick.
No,
I'll
it's
just
fine.
drop
Stop.
him the call real quick. It'll be fine.
No, don't drop it. That's different than dropping the call. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Anyway,
do it. Let's do that.
as reported by Game Reactor, a recent Spanish podcast guest starring two Spanish voice actors for the Breath of the Wild sequel managed to reveal current progress on the title. Mark Navarro, who voice acts Reveille, and Nerea Alfonso, who voice acts Zelda, allegedly stated on the Un Café con Nintendo podcast that they have completed their voice work on the project, with both immediately pondering whether they should have mentioned that information or not. Pro tip, probably not.
No.
Yeah. While this may
plan.
not confirm that the game is near the end of production, it could at least signify that Nintendo has been developing the title for quite some time now. As is common for most game design, recording voice acting tends to come closer to the end of development. When placed along with Nintendo's job postings referring to Breath of the Wild 2 back in 2018, all this information may suggest that the sequel might be at least 2 years ongoing. Although, with most rumors, evidence has also appeared that could deconfirm this. Soon after the first wave of report, Game Explained, so I've actually heard of, John Cartwright took to Twitter asking Spanish-speaking followers to verify the translation from the original conversation. After listening to the podcast, most replied to the tweet stating that nothing regarding the progress of voice acting was outright spoken of. Rather, both actors seemingly imply that they have done some work already for the sequel.
True.
So,
Yeah.
what, this is like a giant nothing burger, apparently? Damn.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
definitely
pretty much.
plausible that they
Yeah.
are done with it, or the script is done or something. But
I mean, that would
Yeah.
make sense if it was in development in probably like early 2018, because I always got the sense with the Breath of the Wild sequel, and I think Nintendo was trying to set this themselves, that like, oh, we had a bunch of like DLC ideas for Breath of the Wild, but then we just eventually went like, screw it, let's make another game. So
Yeah.
I'd imagine that
sure.
development cycle would have kicked off fairly early after Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah,
especially
I
if
think
they just use the same like backbone.
Yeah.
because like they released Breath of the Wild and stated they were already working on the next one
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
way back then. And we already know what we were planning on doing, which apparently is a sequel, and what we're in. If that's the case, and when did it release?
March
Breath of the Wild?
2017.
17.
Yeah.
Or probably, well, actually, well over the 3-year mark for a development cycle. If that's the case,
You think so? Okay.
so sooner than most people think, probably, especially with voice acting work going on,
Okay.
because it's just voice acting implying
like
some lip
Final
movements,
touches, kind of.
Yeah.
and that's usually like the final touches when it comes to that part.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else to the story outside of, oh, we got kind of teased a little bit. I don't know. Y'all excited for the Breath of the Wild 2 sequel?
Oh yeah.
Or Breath of the Wild sequel, not the 2 sequel. Anyway, you know what I mean.
I have to finish
The
the first
sequel.
one though.
Okay. Do you ever really finish that game, though?
I don't finish anything.
Okay,
so
fair enough.
I have that-
Hey,
Oh.
join the club. It's all good. Neither do I. I just sell my Switch and then get to the final. I mean, get to the final boss and sell my Switch.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan. It's legit what I do with games. Like I just get to the final area and then just don't play it again. I don't
think
know why I do that.
my worst one was I was playing the Tomb Raider reboot, like 2013,
Oh, yeah.
and I was playing at my like parents' house at the time because my brother like was living there and I could use his PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Last day, I'm like trying to finish the game before I go back up, to school, and then I get to the last part. I'm like, this is just bad, and I turned it off within like I don't know, like 15 to 20 minutes left of the game, and I just never finished it.
Yeah, I could never get into like the Tomb Raider reboots either. It's like I make it past like the hunting area in the first area where it like teaches you how to like survival craft and everything else. Just like not really vibing. Not really
I
vibing.
mean, I should have done it. I should have just finished it, but I guess I'm just being a jerk.
Evidently not.
See,
I mean,
I'll just, like-
yeah. Go on, sorry, Matt.
I'll just binge a game for like 10, 12 hours straight, then I just will never play it again. That's my issue.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. There.
I will just
on that
fucking I will sit down and play it for like an entire day, just going for it. Sink like 10, maybe 20 hours if I'm really feeling it on a weekend, and just not pick it up ever again. I have that issue with like 3 games right now. Metal Gear is on top of that list, but it's definitely not the one I'm going to complete.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear
Metal Gear
Solid 5.
5.
I said that as an ongoing joke with Taylor.
Yeah.
Because I am...
You haven't finished Mass Effect either, and it's been like years.
Yeah, you know.
Look, even I finished all Mass Effects. Come on now. If I can do it, you can
No, he
do
hasn't even
anything.
finished Mass Effect 1.
Oh my
That
goodness.
one's pretty short, isn't it?
It is. You can do it in like 8 hours, I think, realistically. Like,
Come on,
honestly.
Matt. How pathetic are you?
It's like an 8-hour affair.
You know, I'm like... How many missions are there in Metal Gear, Taylor? Metal Gear 5?
20.
No,
No,
there's more than
sorry.
that. There's like 40 some odd.
50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
thought
like,
it was 53 or something.
because I know I
Maybe, yeah.
relatively far into it because I know I got the first chapter ending or the first
Okay,
act closed.
nice.
I'm probably like at least halfway through the second act.
Okay.
I'd be curious if you got to
But
a
I'm just
certain
not
mission
playing.
and stopped anyway. There's one really bad mission in that
I'm
game.
just not good at stealth games.
Oh yeah,
You don't
well,
have to stealth that
Oh.
game though. You can
This part is-
I know, but it feels like I'm not playing it properly if I don't.
eh,
That's just how
Oh
I
my
feel about
God.
it. Because like Metal Gear is like, I only see people try to stealth the heck out of it, so I try to stealth it. and
you
it's
could be like a murder machine, just do
Yeah,
cool stuff.
exactly. Just do like full assault gear and everything.
Yeah.
Just get like
Yeah.
a nice
The game
RPK
like
going.
flows well enough for you to like do that too.
Yeah.
The way it moves.
Look, no one will
I'll tell you
notice if
what.
there's no one to notice. Okay.
I'll just commit
you-
genocide.
If you want the
Flip
worst
it.
abomination ever, me playing Splinter Cell. I
Okay.
can't
Oh,
stealth.
I mean,
Okay.
that game is
I can't stealth.
old though.
It's yeah. I'm not sure
Like-
how much of it is a you problem or the game problem.
Oh, it's a me problem, 100%. I just can't stealth in games. Like,
Man,
Okay.
that game is so strict on stuff. I remember playing that as like a
Yeah, it
child
really is.
and being like, your toe is out of the light and they'd see you and like and you're just dead.
Basically.
Like, yeah, it's
basically, yeah.
yeah, it's not great.
See, I
Basically.
had kind of relevant. I had two stints when I played Ocarina of Time when I was younger. It's like I made it to Ganon's palace, but I couldn't get past it because I never found the golden gauntlets or the fire arrow. So I just
Oh.
had no idea how to pass any of it. I'm like, screw it. I'll figure it out one day. 6 years later, I boot up the game again. I'm like, okay, let's try to figure out some stuff. I actually connect some dots and managed to beat the game.
You said Ocarina?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had like a 6-year gap where I just didn't play it because I couldn't figure it out. Because I just didn't know those two items existed, so I was like,
yeah. I'm trying to think if that ever happened to me. I've definitely quit games because I'm just like I'm over it. But I don't know if it's
It's like it was a fine fad. Whatever.
I'm just a bad gamer.
yeah, that's true.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay, Matt.
Okay. So I'm sorry.
You
What
said
were
it
what were you
first.
talking about again? Okay.
Ocarina of Time.
Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild.
Breath of the
oh
Wild.
yeah.
Oh
It
yeah,
may
what
or
I,
may
yeah,
not.
what I wanted to bring up was, it's about time for a Metroid Prime 4 teaser.
No.
Come on.
Nah.
Didn't Nintendo
Nah.
have that direct the other day and people are getting all hyped up?
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think it was
like,
just for like an indie game or whatever. I think. not
there's
sure.
some studio behind it that's relatively like known. And it was
Oh,
like
okay.
Bakugan or something.
Oh, okay.
Bakugan.
It was like the Way Forward or whatever, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, Taylor, they're never going to mention anything about that game until it's literally ready to release.
Yeah, probably.
Similar to
guarantee
Elden
it.
Ring. You'll never hear about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
just stop. I'm getting bullied live on stream right now.
Tyler,
I
Wow.
refuse
Just
to
stop.
believe that game will ever come out.
Could you imagine companies making games you like?
We're gonna get Elden Ring 2 before we get Elden Ring 1.
Accurate.
Like, yes,
Pretty
like,
accurate.
why do you get, Taylor, why do you follow this trend of things that you like, but it's just, like, never comes to fruition?
I don't.
The Game of Thrones series,
Yep.
StarCraft,
Yep.
Metroid,
Yep.
Elden Ring.
Yep.
Come on.
I don't intentionally do it. It just kind of happens. Okay. It just kind of happens. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's kind of like a short story about the Breath of the Wild sequel. Anyway, so last time we did the podcast was 2 weeks ago as we took the 4th of July off. Which, speaking of, how was everybody's 4th?
Warm, nice.
Okay,
It's a good time.
nice.
Too many
Bad.
fireworks are still going off around me.
Oh yeah,
So that's great.
Yeah, those are going to be going
Doesn't
on for
exist.
a while.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay.
Not bad.
Fair enough. Anyway, so last time on the podcast, the news that was hot and spicy was Dr. Disrespect getting permanently banned from Twitch in such a bizarre fashion. And, well, here we are 2 weeks later, and, well, he's still permanently banned from Twitch. And, well,
Yeah.
he hasn't said anything except for a tweet that we covered last week where he said, well, it's like, I don't know why, what's going on, really. Stuff's like, Champions Club, stay strong. So, yeah, there have been a couple minor developments to it that have only, not helped fueling speculation too much. Streamer Nick Mertz, who apparently is friends with Doc, claimed that it will be around 2 months before any update is given.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, one point that I like to make is, like, no major brand has dropped Dr. Disrespect, so him being blacklisted from the industry is kind of unlikely, in my opinion. You know, there are certain prominent journalists and quote-unquote insiders who claim to know the real reason, but, you know, chose not to divulge it for whatever reason. But, oh, believe me, guys, they know, 100% know. You know, said he was going to be, like, finished in the industry after this, so... Yeah, but it's like he hasn't lost any sort of advertising deal or anything.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, he's.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, right before he got banned, a couple of weeks before he got banned, he switched from like G Fuel to Game Fuel, which is like Mountain Dew's thing. But yeah, so Nick is like someone Nick used to be with 100 Thieves, and now he's with FaZe, I think. So he's a very prominent streamer. He used to do like Fortnite and Call of Duty stuff. He was actually in esports. He used to play like professional Call of Duty, so he knows what he's talking about. So yeah, it's like a pretty prominent source.
I feel like I've seen Nick Mertz seems like a good guy and a good streamer. That's not here or there. But yeah, it's probably a contract thing, right? I think it's doubles down. Most likely a contract issue or something weird.
Yeah.
Along the lines of financial stuff.
Yeah. Matt, what do you think happened to Doc?
I have no idea. Straight up.
Okay.
I imagine
this is a podcast, Matt. Come on now.
I imagine it's probably some contract conflict thing that might have popped up, considering the way he reacted at the end of his stream, which was very weird. He's, received a notification on his phone or something, and then his just whole demeanor changed.
Yeah, we've all seen like the clip in the video and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume it's something with Twitch. It's just, anybody says anything, they're getting blacklisted or something.
It's not allowed to say it, probably.
Yeah. Which is usual for like contract disputes. Again, if it was like criminal and everything, that would all be public proceedings and everything. But this is
we would have had public records by now.
We would have had a freaking mudshot, honestly.
Yeah, if you got arrested.
Yeah, if you got arrested and like put on with that criminal charges, we had a mudshot. So yeah, it's like even from the get-go, I think we talked about this last time on the podcast, leaning definitely towards this is like a contract issue or whatever, right? A lot of the rumors that have been circulating around this, and Anthony, you and I talked about this a little bit the other night, is like supposedly Spotify is going to have a game streaming service like Twitch and like YouTube gaming and everything. So you guys buy into that at all? That Spotify would do that?
Maybe. Isn't Spotify owned by Google?
No, they aren't.
No.
Yeah, which is like the weirdest bit about when that first bit like broke or whatever. They were like, remember the 4chan green text that we talked about?
Yeah.
It was like one of the most discrediting
like
things about that was like Google owns Spotify. That's just not true. That's just flat out false.
True.
Yeah.
I could see Spotify doing something. They've got a corner on the music market basically now, right? So,
yeah.
Well, that's kind of what Taylor and I were talking about. Like, it could be cool if they like any music on Spotify could be used on their like streaming platform, like royalty free, basically. That could be a cool new thing that they could do. I mean, for me, maybe. I feel like if Spotify actually does have their thing, they're keeping extremely quiet. You would think you would have heard something about it, like some.
That's true. Yeah, you don't just stealth
leak or something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they're launching it within the next 2 months, they should be marketing by now.
Yeah.
Like you'd think they would be. So I don't know, like obviously none of us know. It's all kind of like speculation at this point. For me, I don't think Spotify is going to be doing their own thing. It would definitely make sense if they did, and it would be a good thing if they didn't. I'd definitely be keen to like check it out and see a new competitor in the game streaming market.
Yeah.
Or like space, if you want to call that. But I mean, they should be marketing by now if it's the next 2 months. Some things don't match up with that theory.
I don't know. I could kind of see them just kind of like launching it with a bunch of hype streamers all of a sudden, just like, oh, Spotify has a game stream service, and on launch day, I don't know, you get like Ninja, Shroud, Doc all streaming on it on launch day.
It's kind of what Mixer did though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I could.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a pie in the sky thing, though.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's what everyone wants to believe, I think.
Right. Everyone wants to believe that there's gonna be like this streaming platform launched with like the big 3 names in streaming pretty soon, you know. So, hey,
Yeah.
gamers can dream, okay?
Yeah, I
Gamers
mean,
can dream.
speaking of which, kind of tangentially, Ninja streamed on YouTube, I guess, randomly.
Yeah. Got
The
like
other day.
100,000 viewers or whatever. Broke like a streaming record.
Yeah, he got tons of viewers. I guess he
Yeah.
didn't sign anything with YouTube. He just wanted to try it out.
Yeah. I mean, he can like stream on whatever service he wants right now. He's a free agent, you know, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of weird to think about because you don't really like think of someone
Think
as
of
like
streamers as free agents.
yeah,
Oh.
right. It's just like, you know, it's just like if we wanted to, we could theoretically like stream on Mixer, which is still up, or you know, we could stream on Facebook Gaming or whatever, you know, stuff like
Right.
that, or YouTube. But do
I feel like
Twitch, we can't do like any at the same time because that would break our Twitch affiliate contract.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as he logged into his Twitch, he probably has like affiliate status or partner status still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably couldn't do that there,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I think that might be how it works. I know the rule. I don't know how it works for partners, but I know for at least affiliate, we can't like dual stream at the same time.
Yeah, it's the same thing, I think.
Okay.
When you're a partner, you're basically in a contract with streaming with Twitch and only Twitch.
Okay. Got it. Good
Um,
to know.
yeah. I feel like Shroud will probably go across to YouTube.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Fairly sure. Is he still streaming on Mixer?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Or
so.
is he just fully...
No.
I think he's
okay.
taking some time off.
Yeah.
Sure.
As far as I was, he's like Andrew said, he's taking a break from what I'm aware of because I usually see him pop up in my stuff because he used to be a professional player and he's a really good gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah. So you got him, Ninja. Who's the other one?
I
On
mean,
Mixer.
Theoretically,
Those-
Bach. I don't. Oh no. I know you're Courage, right? Jet
I
Dunlop.
think he's YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube. There was somebody else on Mixer, but I can't remember who they were.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange to me because like, I mean, the only way the doc would have violated his contract is if he was talking about like joining another like service or something. Really, like
Yeah.
for most of his streams and stuff, or unless I mean, most of his public stuff that he's done, like his tweets and whatever, don't seem like nothing's changed unless Twitch has changed a rule here and there, and he's done it accidentally.
Yeah.
Funny thing
Like-
was he signed a contract with them for like 2 years, I think it was.
Yeah, like Twitch
Like a
invested a
month
couple
before
million into Doc to be on their
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny that they've just dumped him.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Gotta
It's
wonder.
very weird.
Mhm.
And
I mean, maybe
they haven't given a reason.
rules
They
are
haven't done
always-
anything.
Could be
Rules
a
are
way
always
out
subject
of-
to change with streaming stuff.
Yeah.
Tech stuff in general.
Him getting banned could be like a thing that like discounts their contract.
It should have been part of an exit clause or whatever, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
like-
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, we don't know the details.
Mm-hmm. So,
Mm.
yeah, well, we will watch the story as it goes, and then, well, maybe sometime. Why do you have a pink highlighter? What?
I don't know. Why not?
Okay. Just like the randomest
was-
thing in your hand. What are you
Yeah,
highlighting?
have a Sharpie. I was highlighting something before.
brass
Okay.
ruler.
What do I have on my desk? That's random. Oh, I have like part of an Xbox controller grip that came off.
Wait. Do you want a ball of string?
Okay. I got my phone.
Yeah.
Incredible content.
Yeah, I have a little bit
I
of.
know,
I have a
right?
rubber
How about a
grommet part of
broken
my
key?
PC case. Okay. All right. Anyway.
Don't plank. Stop. Oh, I have this.
Okay. My dog is just going crazy. Okay.
It's a nice old magic deck almost.
No.
Okay. My phone. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, as Andrew said, enthralling content.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, so I guess, like, anything else to say about Dr. Disrespect in his situation outside of, I guess we're just in a wait and see, right?
Letting us know.
Sure, he'll be
Definitely.
fine.
Yeah. I mean, okay, to be entirely fair, it's like he doesn't necessarily need to go back to streaming anyway. I'm pretty sure he's about set for life. You know?
Depending on how he handles his money.
Yeah, I'd assume he's pretty decent about handling and investing his money properly.
You'd like to think, right? You never
Yeah,
know.
you'd like to think. Okay.
Well, he has like what are they called? like financial people.
His
apparently.
brokers.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Those brokers. Okay.
So I'm
Financial
sure he's
advisors.
got like
Yeah.
financial advisors and stuff. I'm sure he's got it all worked out.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's good.
All right. Anyway, so moving along, let's talk about Far Cry 6, evidently. So this article is coming to us from PC Gamer. I actually saw this on /V last night where it first broke. Anyway, at this rate, Ubisoft isn't going to have any surprises left to show off this weekend. Apparently, Ubisoft is like doing an event this weekend.
Yep. Tomorrow is the Ubisoft Forward, I think it's called.
Oh, that okay. I've heard of that event before. I just know.
Alright.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Okay, interesting.
Just say, as someone who lives with somebody who works at Ubisoft,
Yeah.
it's been a week for me.
All right. Well, we're not going to ask you to press further than that. Yeah.
Andrew, no.
No.
No, I
do
mean,
not.
I don't even get those details, to be honest with you. But B, I know there's been a lot of work been going into this thing.
Okay.
As I'm saying, so it's
Okay.
it's a bummer that things like this get leaked
Yeah.
the day before or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a chance it will be leaked, it's gonna get leaked.
Yeah, it's weird. What got leaked exactly, Taylor?
What's up?
What got leaked exactly, just so that the viewers know what we're talking
You see,
about?
I don't even think it got leaked necessarily. As per, it might have just been an accidental posting or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The PlayStation Store page for Far Cry 6 got put up on the PlayStation Store last night. It was taken down within like 12 hours, I think.
It was the Hong Kong one as well.
Yeah, it was the Hong Kong PlayStation Store, I should clarify.
Nice.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, although it did have like a description that was in Chinese, but people have translated it, and the translation description is pre-order now to just Far Cry 6 Standard Edition is the title of the game. Pre-order now and just state-of-the-art Discos Locos weapon is skin for chorizo. Upgrade to a PS5 version. Yada yada yada. Anyway, pre-order. Welcome to Yara, a tropical paradise frozen in time. As the dictator of Yara, Anton Castillo is intent on restoring his nation back to its former glory by any means, with his son, Diego, following in his bloody footsteps. Their ruthless oppression has ignited a revolution. Fight for freedom, fight as Danny Rojas, a local Yaran, and become a guerrilla fighter to liberate the nation. Fight against Anton's troops in the largest Far Cry playground to date across jungles, beaches, and Esperanza, the capital city of Yara. Enjoy makeshift weapons, vehicles, and amigos, the new fangs for hire to burn the tyrannical regime to the ground. Offline single player, it looks like online multiplayer, 2 players, so maybe a co-op mode or whatever.
So it's Far Cry 4.
I'm not.
Not in
Not
the mountains, though.
really?
Not Tibetan.
Yeah, this is like
Well,
Latin
Far Cry 4
America.
Far Cry 4 was like beaches and stuff as well.
Tibet
4
doesn't have
was-
any beaches, fam.
That was 3. 3 was a lot of beaches
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh yeah, 3
Yeah.
and 4 were very similar. That's right. Yeah. Sure.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's like a Latin American, like out with like a Cuba.
Yeah, or maybe somewhere in South America. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like all the places are like fictional, but they're like based off real life
Right.
purposes and environments, right? So, yeah, and so it's like that store page was posted, and then it got taken down within 12 hours. But of course, people screen capped it and saved it and everything. So, yeah, again, I'm not sure how much of a leak this was, as much as just an accidental posting, because I'd imagine like the store pages for any of the games Ubisoft are going to have coming out remotely close are going to be posted like after the press conference tomorrow. So,
Yeah, you would imagine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Someone put the wrong time zone in that post or whatever. And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Someone made a screw up on the automated script to post it,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Um,
I don't know. This seems like a little bit more of a structured, though, like, landscape than we had in Far Cry 3. Like, I know you talked about beaches and everything, but, like, Far Cry 3 had, like, a bunch of little tiny, like, island hopping or whatever. This seems like more of a mainland sort of thing. So, I don't know.
sure.
The environment, to me, seems kind of interesting just from the get-go, right? Because it's different than what we've had in a while. Just, I mean, so, yeah, 4 was in, like, the mountains of Tibet and everything. Far Cry 5 was Montana. Yeah. Far Cry, what was it, like, Apocalypse or whatever was post-apocalyptic Montana.
New Dawn. I think.
Yeah, New Dawn. And now got Latin America. Looks like.
Nice.
I don't know. I feel like I need something new from Far Cry. I'm not sure they're gonna give it to me.
Yeah. What would you like to see from Far Cry?
I want to see like a more like kind of a city. Like give me like more like at least like one big city. Like they mentioned there'd be a city, because like all these places are just like, oh, there's little towns, there's these little outposts.
Yeah.
And they're all just tiny little like pockets where you get to murder people. Like, you know. Whereas like, I don't know,
Yeah.
I think a city would be a little more interesting, would maybe make it a little more alive, not just people trying to shoot you and you trying to shoot them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It does mention
Sure.
Esperanza, the capital city of Yara. So
Right. So
maybe it'd be larger, like sizable and everything. I don't know, exactly to your point. There's not really a whole lot of urban environments in Far Cry. Like even in when they set it in Montana for 5, it's just like all the towns in Montana are pretty small, you know? It's
Yeah.
barely.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I know they're like doing the whole like exotic animal thing as well, so can't
Okay.
really get too crazy on the urban stuff with your.
What? Okay, what happened with Far Cry New Dawn?
What do you mean?
It launched
Is
pretty
that- was that-
silently.
Was that any good? Like, I haven't heard
It was
anything
like a
about
$40
that.
game. I think that kind of came and went.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many people were like super duper into it.
Like, not even a year old. That's the thing with Far Cry. Like,
It was 2 years. I think it went 18, right? Or did it come out last year?
no, it was 2019. I'm fairly sure.
Okay.
That's the thing with Far Cry. When's it gonna die? Like, how much can they milk the thing? Literally, like they've got 8 games now.
Right. Yeah, if you
1,
count the
2,
the-
3,
the
4,
New Dawn
5,
and the
New Dawn.
Primal.
Primal,
Oh, you completely forgot about Primal. Yeah.
Primal.
Yeah, so Far Cry 6 will be the 8th Far Cry game.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
I don't know.
if you're not
I
counting
need
Blood,
to do it.
Blood Dragon and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I thought was it Blood Dragon like just like DLC for 3?
It was standalone, I think.
Oh, okay.
but-
Got
I
it.
thought it was a DLC.
It had the same people and it was set in the same area.
Mhm.
as
It's the
Far
same
Cry
map,
3.
but like, yeah, you just. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just weird, obviously.
I forgot to mention one like somewhat crucial detail here. It's gonna be released February 18th, 2021, according to the store page listing, which is
Oh,
not
really?
not the longest way away. And then also it's like the description, like it seems to be like it's gonna be a PS4 and PS5 game. So presumably the PS5 will be out by the time it releases and everything, obviously. And so it looks like it's gonna release on both PS4 and PS5. So
So, New Dawn released in February 2019 as well, February 14th.
interesting.
It seems like February may be like their window to releasing Far Cry games, perhaps. I don't know.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, what's the like draw to a Far Cry game, and like what's it about? Because I've never played one.
I'm trying to figure.
Literally nothing.
I'm trying to figure. Okay, Anthony, you clearly don't like the games.
Okay, look, if you want a survival game like this, play Just Cause. Simple as that.
It's
lot
a-
more
I don't know, it's a lot more
destruction.
grounded than Just Cause, though, right?
A little. There's some
Yeah.
wacky stuff you can do in this game.
Yeah,
But also the
Yeah, but-
shooting way better in this than Just Cause.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But like, I don't know, if you want a game similar to that, why not get the
Yeah,
get
I
the-
mean,
get the more
Far
superior
Cry
one?
1 was weird. And like one of the cool things about Far Cry 1 is it like did open world when open world wasn't a thing, you know?
Yeah.
And then
It's
Far
like from,
Cry
like
2
a shooter open world perspective too.
Yeah, and like Far Cry 2 was just weird and like simmy almost to a spec where your gun is jamming and like, you get malaria.
Yeah,
That was
Africa,
brutal
wasn't
too. You were in Africa. I remember Far Cry 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Far Cry 2 is this weird outlier, and then they really hit their stride in Far Cry 3, and everyone I love Far Cry 3 when it came out.
Yeah.
It was popular in
And-
the PC gaming community when Far Cry 3
Yeah,
came
and
out.
I think
yeah.
they've just stuck with that formula that Far Cry 3 was, and that's I think why it's getting stale
Yeah.
to a lot of people.
Yeah, because I know like from what I know of these series, Far Cry peaked in 3 because the villain was just that good.
Yeah, you had Voss and whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
was-
yeah, the story was kind of wacky.
And
but-
they might be falling into the trap where like Nintendo did with Legend of Zelda, where like Ocarina was just such a hit, they followed that formula for a really long time.
Mhm.
Sure.
So that might be what's going on.
It's like the basic progression of structure of Ocarina of Time to be seen in a lot of games after it, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's like you
without a doubt.
you do like 3 dungeons and then Master Sword and then you
And
know, the
then
rest of the
find
game.
item in dungeon that helps beat boss instead
Yeah.
of
I mean, fair, that's like a classic RPG sort of formula almost, but
Yeah, but like the spread of it peaked like it was the seed of Ocarina at the time. Like not
enough.
even like almost no Zelda games before it did that.
yeah, true.
I think also Far Cry, especially with 3, like it had this really good like the combat, like you would take into the little villages and like take them over. You could really get in a cool flow of like stealth and like, oh, I can like shoot this guy with an arrow, boom, take down this guy. You could really kind of get this nice like combat flow going
Yeah, I
on.
remember 3 feeling really good.
Yeah, I can't say how much it's still going on. I had not played 5. I played like an hour of 5, and
Mhm.
4 was pretty
Like-
similar, but it was pretty. It also detracted from 3 a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't like. I played 4, and I preferred 3 more.
Yeah.
So it's like, are none of the games connected like canonically?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
It's
They're
like
just their own independent thing that you kind of happen to be doing the same thing with a different person. All over
Yes,
the world.
exactly. The
Yeah.
premise to a lot of them is the same, as like you're somehow like stranded or trapped in this exotic location with criminal walls all around you, sort of thing. So, yeah.
Interesting.
it's like the same. The basic concept is like isolated area. Something bad is happening. Your character.
You're caught in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, deals with it.
I think 5 was like the most story driven out of all of them. I feel like.
Probably.
Like
Yeah.
with why you were there and what you were doing there.
Yeah, because
Whereas the rest,
you're like a fed that goes into
Yeah.
arrest the cult later, and then things go to shit.
Yeah. There's like 3 you like plane crashes
Yeah.
on an island or something, and you're just like an 18-year-old kid who can somehow maneuver a
so
AK-47 with like a special forces like ability.
Yeah, they tried to they tried to like ease you into it, but then it's like you could like progression break it pretty easily. So
You got,
it's like
2. Oh yeah. that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Anyway, it was-
Okay.
yeah.
Far Cry 6 it will probably be fine.
I don't know. It's just the same stuff, and it's like
if you're
For
if
me-
you're a fan of the series, it might be cool. I don't know. Like
I don't know.
it's like
for me,
you
there's-
want to know when they would stop making Far Cry. It's like when it stopped making them money. Like obviously
yeah.
it's like obviously they turn a profit off
Yeah.
it. Obviously there's an audience for it.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
definitely.
You're just a hater, Anthony.
Okay, shut up, Taylor.
They got a
What
really
I'm
cool
saying-
actor though for the villain.
Did they?
Uh,
oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Anton Castillo.
DeVito?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Nobody
No.
could understand you.
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from Breaking Bad. He's
Oh.
like Gus in Breaking Bad.
Never watched
Oh.
Breaking Bad.
He's a guy who owned like.
Why not Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito. That would be good. I'm on board with that.
Stop.
That'd be amazing. Hey, I'd play it then.
Or a Nick Cage one. Either one I'm on board with.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny though.
God.
But yeah, he's a really good actor who played like a really good villain in that movie or in that show. If you've ever seen it.
Mhm.
So if they're trying to, and that's like also a thing that Far Cry has. Like they go for like these really interesting villains.
Yeah.
So most of the time it works out. Not all. Because your character is usually just a wet blanket or a non-existent person.
Right. Yeah. The I remember the villain in 4 was like a Asian version of Voss from 3, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, basically.
It's like an eccentric, like
Yeah.
And
they
was
tried
very
really hard
oriented.
to emulate Voss again in 4. I remember that.
Mhm.
It was very like surrounding drugs and stuff as well before.
Yeah.
So like you could literally go and like get high and stuff and like have trips and whatever. It's pretty hilarious.
Remember like the mushroom
things
trip
we
level
did.
in 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird, trippy stuff in 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else to say about
And-
Far Cry
ah.
6?
Wait a second, sorry.
Oh.
Remember with 4 how you go to like Asia? Like when you go on like when you basically take drugs, you go to like Asia and you'd have to like kill this floaty thing. I can't remember what it was, but it was like everything was pink.
Oh.
Everything was like yeah. It was so weird. It was really
Okay.
weird.
Not sure I remember that.
Really weird.
Yeah, Far Cry gets into some exotic stuff, but you know that's kind of the name
Little
of the game there. So
Hmm.
there's a far cry from civilization.
Play Just Cause.
All right, so
That was so bad.
I'm just saying.
All right, moving along.
What's that?
His bad pun, or
My
whatever you
really
wanna
bad
call it,
pun.
or
Oh.
transition into nothing.
I was like going over the list of like, okay, what's next? I hear that and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so y'all remember a couple weeks ago on the podcast, we covered how that one investment group said that Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision Blizzard, which is the parent company of both Activision and Blizzard, because naming is tough. Anyway, the same investment group, which is CTW Investment Group, has analyzed EA, of all organizations, and said that the EA execs, including the CEO, make too much money as well. Although they make less money than Bobby Kotick does, they still make too much money by comparison. From what I understand, it's like they basically say this if it's like egregiously higher than like upper management that's not executive level, and then it's like even higher than like normal people working at like these organizations. So anyway, this article is coming from PC Gamer as well. And so CTW Investment Group, the organization that said in June that Activision CEO Bobby Kotick is paid too much and called on shareholders to do something about it, as we covered on the podcast, has now leveled a similar complaint against EA. In a letter to EA shareholders, the investment group complained that EA is paying multi-million-dollar bonuses to executives, particularly CFO Blake Jorgensen and CTO Kenneth Moss, while shares are underperforming and employees are being laid off. The letter says that in June 2017, Jorgensen and Moss were given special equity awards on top of their standard compensation. Jorgensen received a $10 million special equity grant along with his standard $6.5 million annual grant, while Moss got a $7 million grant on top of his $5.5 million annual grant. Equity compensation, as Investopedia explains, is a type of non-cash payment typically in the form of shares or stock options that companies will sometimes use to encourage executives to stick around. Thanks, Investopedia. The problem now is that in November 2019, just 2 years down the road, Jorgensen was given another $7.5 million on top of his annual $7.5 million grant, while Moss received a $5.5 million grant. CTW, the investment group, noted that these equity awards were granted before the performance period for the previous special award had finished, and said that it raises suspicions that EA is using them to make up for lost income elsewhere, which undermines the spirit of pay for performance. And that's pretty much it. It goes on to mention how it's like, the EA execs are getting these pretty baller like compensation packages and like awards and everything while they're going on to lay off staff and whatnot, which is kind of not a bad
Seems like a good idea.
Not bad luck. So yeah. And I also remember, if we remember back to the Bobby Kotick story, that was another highlight of it too. It's like they laid off like 800 customer service staff while paying, Bobby Kotick donkey cash. So,
seems like another good idea.
Yeah. Anyway, what do we think? Do we think EA execs are overpaid?
All I want to know is where I can get one of these grants.
Yeah. Jeez, can I get signed up for this grant, please?
Didn't they basically just say we've got too much money? Here's more money.
What do you mean?
Like, isn't that basically what that article said? Like EA's making up for lost blah blah blah, so they give them more money.
I think so. I think it's like the big thing is like they're getting these like very hefty award amounts before performance review hits and everything, and like revenue review hits and everything. Because like theoretically, an exec's paid is a derivative of the revenue made by the company. So
sure,
yeah. That's the reason why it's a little bit screwy. This doesn't seem as egregious as Bobby Kotick's, but still, maybe it's all relative speaking.
Makes it go down.
Wow. Yeah. Damn.
Anthony, what's your pay package like as the CEO of Culture Gaming? You've been stimming a few mil off the top here and there?
Hell yeah. No, couple bill.
No, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a shame those Aussie bucks are worth nothing.
I know, right? Like 60 cents.
Yeah. What is the actual exchange rate?
Like 67, or no, not 67, 65, I think it is.
70 cents.
Wow, okay, that's gone up.
Sell now.
Damn, I'm making a lot of money now.
So Sell.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
All right, so like there's such an article within the past month that's been talking about this. So is this an issue in the industry we think needs to be examined at all? Executive pay and whatnot.
I think that's just a nationwide, especially,
Okay.
or like not even worldwide kind of thing, right? Like CEOs are always getting a little too much
Mhm.
cheese, you know?
Sure.
I don't.
A little too much topping on the pizza.
Yeah.
It's not that to be fair, it's a very hard thing to run a business. I recognize that, and I think their base salaries, may not necessarily be that's fine. It's all the additional stuff they get on top. You get a 7.5 mil plus another, you get 15 mil extra in a year. It's
The bonus? Who's bonus?
Yeah, the
While your
bonuses
employees are
insane.
working 90-hour weeks and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So
And they're working salary, so they
they don't get overtime or whatever.
Yeah. And it's just the bonuses that in coupling with laying off people it's never reflects a good image.
It's pretty dirty.
What industry
It seems pretty dirty.
you're in, gaming, whatever.
pretty
It's just
Exactly.
bad practice that as a whole.
Agreed.
But
Okay.
I don't think it's necessarily the base, but the bonuses are just too much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Nothing we
Okay.
can stop them though. They're private companies. If they want to sink their own ship, let them.
Yeah.
You didn't vote with the wallet, I guess. Enough people do it.
Oh, yeah.
Hurts the bottom line, right? So,
I vote with my wallet.
anything else to say? I don't know. Everybody's just really cut and dry today.
I mean, it's just I don't know how you could be on the other side.
Yeah, right. It's just
You know?
how do you play
closest
devil's
I was to-
advocate for this? You know?
The closest I was to the other side and said base pay, fine, sure.
Yeah,
I
no,
understand.
that's-
It's a very
yeah,
hard
no.
thing to run a business, especially making it extremely successful.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
about as far as I'm willing to go on that.
Yeah, no, I agree with Matt. But it's just the investment group doesn't even make issue with their base salary either. It's literally, as you said, Matt. It's all these bonuses that are tacked on top that just come from out of nowhere. Seemingly.
And that's the thing
I'm
as
sure
well.
there's goals they have to reach to get those bonuses, most likely. But yeah.
Maybe.
But I mean, it's so kind of egregious that they're
But if they're before performance results come around annually, you get another extra bonus for no reason.
Yeah.
It's obviously not based off performance right off the bat.
is this thing working?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just got interrupted 3 times.
Yeah, I know. It's you. And what else am I gonna do?
I mean, yeah, totally. I've completely forgotten what I was saying.
Good. Back to my point. No, I'm just kidding.
I
Thank you,
just want
Matt.
to say
I
this is the
appreciate it.
podcast of audio problems, by the way.
Yeah, Matt, you're really quiet. For me.
Yeah, you've been quiet this whole
Yeah.
time. I have you turned up to 200%, and you're quiet.
I pushed my mic away again. This
Okay.
is probably better
Good
now.
job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was what I was saying.
Oh,
It's so egregious that basically this company's going to say, "Hey, we've got too much money. Here's a bonus for the CEO." Why can't they just give it to the employees? Split it up. Give
I
it
mean, yeah,
to-
you would think.
You would
Your team
hope, right?
workers,
Part of
like-
that would go to the employees.
Isn't that illegal?
Not here,
Yeah.
at least.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
the money is
If the-
supposed to go to the other employees, and yeah, that would be.
Unless there's something in
Wait.
the employment contracts that says, oh, hey, or in company policy that says, hey, leftover money from this pool will go into giving the bonus to the employees, then it's not illegal.
exactly.
The company
Yeah.
has discretion to spend its money.
Yeah.
However,
Board
it wants.
partners get whatever profits there are. They choose what they do with those profits.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like the Randy Pitchford thing. He got a huge bonus,
Yeah.
right? I don't know what year it was. It was a couple of years ago, I think, right? And it's
Yeah,
just
definitely.
everyone's like, why didn't that money go to the employees? Or I thought the money was supposed to go to the employees.
Yeah.
It didn't. So yeah, it's a lot.
That's why, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
over here specifically, it's got to be split up between pay per what you do. You can't just give a CEO or no matter who it is a massive bonus for no reason.
Well, I'm
So-
sure they find a reason, to be honest.
They
Yeah.
will
Yeah,
find
they,
a reason.
They probably will. Yeah.
I'm sure they can just call it loyalty grant. Oh, you've been loyally on the board of EA for a year
Yeah.
and 6 months and a day. Here's your grant. Go.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to trigger up any given reason.
It-
Or your suit was looking fly the other day. Here's a grant, you know?
Get yourself another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. all that stuff.
But it's eventually going to be a tipping point where just devs just like, because it's no doubt compared to almost any other industry that game developers are just like, treatment is pretty bad.
It's if you compare it to the rest of the software like development industry, then the gaming industry has the lowest like average pay
Yeah,
for its employees.
lowest average, also some of the highest worked hours.
Yeah.
Definitely the worst crunch time when it comes to programs.
Even though it's a very profitable, it's the most profitable industry, one of the most profitable industries in the world. So media industry at least.
There's just gonna be a tipping point where developers are like, nope, we're out, or we're unionizing.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, okay, so I'm not sure how much it will be that much like the employees unionizing and everything as much as, and this is what the investment group is trying to highlight and everything. Just like this is a report given to potential investors into EA and everything, right? Saying, it's too high or whatever. It's like, it could be, it's like if the investors aren't going to want to give maybe as much to game companies or, just straight up not give anything at all because it's like, oh, well, what do you do with the money? Well, you're obviously not going to do shit with it besides give it to that guy over there, eventually. So, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. It just seems like a dirty practice. Obviously, like most like developers and stuff do.
Just put it away in the bank. I know was like there was a report some while ago that like Nintendo had 10 billion in a bank somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo
And they're just
could,
sitting on it because that's like 50 years worth of pay for all of their employees.
it's like a rainy
Do
day
bank
fund.
accounts have limits?
Yeah.
It's like,
Say
we
that
can't
again?
put any more in our bank account. We've got to give someone a bonus.
We need another bank account. Yeah.
You could argue it's FDIC stuff, at least here in America,
Mhm.
that business accounts are only, protected up to so much at certain financial institutions.
Japan has a different system of the our equivalent of FDIC. So
That's at
Anyway,
least what my theory about like doing that. Or they're
okay.
just laundering it.
Yes, Nintendo engaged in money laundering.
No, not Nintendo, but like EA. I would expect EA to
Business
be
X,
engaged.
Oh,
EA
yeah.
or like Activision Blizzard to be like part of some sort of money laundering scheme.
Probably.
Yeah,
I would
let's amend
believe it
Russia.
without a
Hell
doubt.
yeah.
It's like somebody said it, made it believable enough. I'd hop on board.
I'd believe it, right? Yeah. That wouldn't be the craziest thing you would hear, right?
Oh, hell no.
No. Okay. Anyway, again, do not
I mean,
mistake.
like-
We are not necessarily accusing any specific company or individual of participating in the
Allegedly.
felony act of money laundering.
Correct.
Okay. We're just saying
they could
if
pro-
someone involved in the industry were to get found out for having participated in it, it wouldn't be the most shocking news in the world. Okay.
All I'm saying, if somebody wrote an article about it, I'm heating up some popcorn before I read it.
Okay.
They would probably get away with it as well because, like, a company like Ubisoft, for instance, has like studios all over the world, right? So
Yeah,
they can. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that they're doing this. I'm just saying in general, like, they can move money around pretty easily,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's-
because then
I
they would
mean,
have
it's gonna track it.
they would because then they would have accounts set up in those countries under financial institutions. They just transfer to the accounts and just transfer to the people.
Yeah, with the Europe,
Banking background.
Ubisoft
like
being
send it
European based
through.
too.
Send it through like 30 branches, and you're good.
Not even like through you don't go through branches. You go through financial institutions.
Go through shell companies.
Whatever.
True.
I know. I'm just whatever.
Don't look at the Panama Papers. All right, moving on.
Don't mess with the
fair
banker.
Anyway, moving on. Well, speaking of companies throwing egregious sums of money around, let's talk about Sony. A very large tech conglomerate. Again, we talked about this on podcasts before. It's very difficult. I think it's very difficult to grasp just how big Sony actually is. Anyway, Sony
Yeah,
Corporation and Epic Games are pleased to announce that Sony has agreed to make a strategic investment of $250 million to acquire a minority share in Epic through a wholly owned subsidiary of Sony. This article is not even coming to us from a gaming outlet. It's coming to us from Business Wire. So
What's
anyway,
the percentage? Do they give the percentage?
hopefully. Anyway, the investment cements an already close relationship between the two companies and reinforces the shared mission to advance the state of the art in technology, entertainment, and socially connected online services. I feel like this entire deal was based on how hard Tim Sweeney could shill the PS5 FSD on Twitter. But anyway,
Basically, yeah.
the investment allows Sony and Epic to aim to broaden their collaboration across Sony's leading portfolio of entertainment assets and technology, and Epic's social entertainment platform and digital ecosystem to create unique experiences for consumers and creators. Blah, 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 blah. Epic's powerful technology areas, graphics, places, and just blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Give me
It
some
doesn't-
numbers.
Doesn't give an amount.
No, it doesn't. I'm sure maybe in a different article I didn't find it. Anyway, so Sony is now a minority stakeholder in Epic, which puts them just like Tencent is. So looks like Sony wants a piece of the Epic
already
pie.
some.
I
some,
totally
like,
forgot Tencent was.
Yeah.
But,
there was
I don't
already
know the
like a
percentages.
relationship here.
Oh, there definitely was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? They showed off that new Epic engine thing.
UE5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on like a PlayStation 5 or something like that. Or
Yeah.
And it ran better on a laptop.
Oh,
Yes.
sure. Right.
Oh, here we go. Epic confirmed it will still be able to publish on other platforms. As noted, Sony is acquiring only a minority part of Epic Games, and it is not acquiring a controlling stake in the company. Sony is acquiring a 1.4% stake in Epic, which means the deal values Epic Games at $17.86 billion.
Yeah, Epic
Oh.
blew up after Fortnite, you know?
And this is funny because in
Well, it was
2012,
already massive before Fortnite because UE is
Yeah.
probably one of, if not the
Yeah.
most popular engines
Yeah.
in gaming.
Yeah.
If you don't
in
build your own.
2012,
But to like the
Um,
layman's, I feel like.
Yeah.
Tencent invested 330 million and got a 40% stake.
Yeah.
That gives you an idea.
Of how
Yeah,
much
that's
Epic has grown
crazy.
over the years. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Tencent
Yeah.
still maintains the 40% stake in Epic.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's not even that much more money
That's-
for like what?
Yeah.
40 times the amount of stake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
really.
So
It's like 39 point.
yeah. So it's not like, oh, scary Chinese company is taking over Epic before or right now or anything, right? It's like because Epic still owns Epic, Tim Sweeney still owns Epic, you know? He's still like, charged the majority investment stake, relatively speaking, is from Tencent. So
Mm-hmm.
measure that what you will. Yeah, I don't know.
Taylor, do you think that's an evaluation of what the company's worth? Do you think they're worth 17 billion?
How much do you milk Fortnite for? I don't know.
That's like they got UE and Fortnite. That's all they
I
really
know.
have.
They have the Epic Store now. Which
Yeah, I
is-
think Andrew mentioned a point. I was gonna bring that up. I think I think a lot of the value is based on future evaluation with the success of the Epic Store, which still doesn't have a shopping cart, by the way.
I bought something on it recently.
Okay.
This is why Sony's jumping on with them, I think.
You think
Because
so?
they're putting custom stuff on the PS5,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, probably.
like custom storefront and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll probably use that technology to do stuff for actual like PC storefront as well.
Yeah.
So like, there was stuff about like Sony games coming to the PC, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Through the Epic Store.
They
Oh
could
yeah,
just
it's like
go
maybe
on
like Death
something.
Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, eventually probably Horizon Zero Dawn 2 coming to the Epic Store for PC exclusive.
Well,
Death Stranding is coming in like 2 days.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on Steam, isn't it?
I think it's
It's already,
Steam.
they've already had that confirmed for.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying in the
It's
future
not-
maybe.
Yeah, but that's
Detroit
like
Become Human
that's
was
why
Epic exclusive.
future makes sense now because they could just invest heavily into the Epic Store, making that good actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good idea, pretty good reason there.
Yeah.
So I could see why they evaluated it that much now. Makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah.
No way Fortnite's worth that much.
I don't know. The power of children is pretty insane, right?
I mean,
Well, not
Because like
17
Fortnite just isn't like
billion.
Fortnite isn't just like the game now. It's a brand and all the things that come with being a brand too with it, right?
Yeah, but it's not a $17 billion brand in my opinion.
No, not by itself.
Oh, okay. So this might give
Maybe
you a bit of
couple.
an idea. In a statement from Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida, he said that Epic's technology keeps it at the forefront of game development and that it exemplifies that it is exemplified in the features of Fortnite. Epic CEO Tim Sweeney, meanwhile, said in the statement that both Sony and Epic have created businesses at the intersection of creativity and technology, and they share a vision of real-time 3D social experiences that will lead to a convergence of gaming, film, and music.
That makes sense. Because
With what Fortnite's done.
Look
Yeah,
up anyone who signed to Sony Music Records, and one of them paid for one of them to be the next Fortnite music event.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Like also Sony Pictures, I know that you could watch like
Spider-Man.
Inceptions or something like that in like some Christopher Nolan movie, like in game.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
they've done some weird stuff,
Hmm.
like Second Life level almost weird stuff.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
okay. God,
You
I
know?
remember Second Life. Okay.
Like having a watch party of a movie, but
In Fortnite, yeah.
yeah, you still see your avatar. Like in Fortnite, you can still like build or do whatever. I think during the movie.
Yeah.
Some asshole just builds a wall in front of the screen.
There's probably I don't know
That would be me.
what the thing is, but yeah, there's probably stuff you can't
Yeah.
do, right?
All right.
He also said the parties plan to build a more open and accessible digital ecosystem for all consumers and content creators. Content creators. What does that imply?
I mean, that's probably like streamers, right?
Music,
Obviously,
Oh,
that-
and music, yeah.
film. all
because
kinds.
Sony Music is the thing. The music streaming. I imagine Sony might try handed streaming just to see if they could do anything. Because if Microsoft failed, then that's like
Go.
good.
Yeah, it's true. Microsoft having more
Yeah.
like more
Mhm.
understanding of the PC and everything can't get a streaming service off the ground. I doubt Sony would be able to do this.
Yeah. But I think like if they say content creators, I know this would be interesting. YouTube is their people are known as content creators for the most part. See Sony try to do their own hand at something like that. I don't mind.
maybe Sony's doing like a streaming platform of their own or whatever. I don't know.
I highly doubt it,
Yeah.
but because then it kills all the partnerships they have with like all the previous ones.
Yeah, true.
And if Microsoft, somebody who's more prevalent on the PC space, can't get it up and running.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Microsoft's like boomer though.
And Sony isn't. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's like yeah,
They've
no.
been around roughly the same time.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's like
Sony's
there are many
way
aspects about Japanese businesses that are still stuck in like
out of touch.
yeah,
Hi,
90s.
Chloe.
Like for the love of God, they use fax machines routinely in their office, which actually I don't hate. I will forever defend a fax machine. Okay, let's just say I've never had problems with fax
Can we
machines.
not get on this?
I've only
Oh,
ever had
dude.
like problems with printers and like copy. Anyway, fax machines are great.
machine
Everyone can
is
shut up,
unique.
but
Okay, you can shut up, Taylor.
yeah.
What a fight!
All right, but yeah, I don't know. There's still like, for what I understand, there's still like a lot of like needless paperwork that needs to happen. Hello, Kimmy Parsons. In Japanese companies, way. I kind of view Sony, you know, kind of investing in. So it's clear from the acquisition statement they view Epic more like less of a game developer and more of a technology group almost. So they're trying to view it as like
Yeah.
Sony trying to get a share into a prominent technology group, and so in order to also compete with Tencent, because there's no doubt that especially in Asia, Tencent would be Sony's primary competitor.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel
Oh, yeah,
if you
without a
haven't
doubt.
already. Today I'm gonna comment
Thanks
on
for
Call of
following
Duty.
Kimmy
More
Parsons.
specifically, I'm going to comment on my
Hey,
friends
thank you.
commenting on Call of Duty.
Without a doubt, Tencent has one of the biggest footholds in just about everything tech related anywhere in Asia.
And media related too.
Yeah,
So-
and media as well. You name it, they probably have a stakeholder in it somewhere.
I believe they have a stakeholder in Microsoft as well.
Probably.
The one.
Tencent
Like,
probably is
Publicly traded, so I would
invested
assume.
around 1%
Not
in a
Microsoft,
lot of
like-
things.
The Xbox division of Microsoft, I guess, if you want to call it that. I'm fairly sure that's mainly so they can push the Xbox One and whatever to like China
Oh yeah.
and whatnot. So
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like-
But yeah, anyway, I view it more as like Sony trying to compete against a rival technology group as opposed. So
I
anyway,
can see that.
and maybe getting in, albeit it is a comparatively less stake than what Tencent has and everything. At least getting in, getting your foot in the door, right? Kind of opens up the future.
yeah,
Anyway, so anything else to say about Epic getting some cash money?
Not really. No, there's no more details
17.
relating to it. Just that basically Sony and Epic have worked together previously,
Mhm.
and the Unreal Engine 5 was it UE5?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is was shown on the PlayStation 5, and maybe that's hinting at something. Blah blah blah. So
I
yeah,
can't wait to see that engine in practice.
It's pretty neat looking.
it'll look very good.
That's gnarly.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, bye, Anthony.
Bye, Anthony.
I gotta go.
All right,
His
so
people needs him.
yeah, our last news story of the day, kind of small, but I found it kind of weird considering that, like, I haven't seen anybody in the tech space really mention this outside of this article, also from PC Gamer. MSI, maker of computer hardware, they do motherboards, graphics cards, oh, I winked. Yeah, they do
He's enjoying
motherboards, they do graphics cards. What else do they do? Do they do power supplies? I don't even know anymore.
No.
Let me just give a quick look at what does MSI's product page look like.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Lie down already.
Anyway, they're like a PC hardware. Oh, they made laptops, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
made
forgot about
pretty
that.
baller gaming laptops. Products.
Never had
they
any
make
luck with their motherboards though.
monitors. Yeah, every MSI motherboard has failed on me. They make their own peripherals, of course. They make their own PC cases. Yeah. All right. So yeah, they do. They have their own AIOs too. Anyway, so MSI, pretty reputable brand, pretty popular brand too. Although again, my personal anecdote regarding their products made me not take it to heart too much. Anyway, Andrew, you're either in awe of something or
No, he just messaged. He said, "I think Anthony's cab broke my computer."
Oh, okay. Nice.
All right, so we're on our own for a bit.
Andrew.
Anyway, so
Back to the
this happened
news
4
topic.
days ago, so it's sort of been on July 7th. MSI CEO Charles Chiang has died since after falling from a 7-story building. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
MSI
Yeah.
CEO Charles Sean has died at the age of 56, according to Taiwanese news outlet Liberty Times. Sean fell from the 7th floor of a building in Taipei's Zhonghe district, after which he was rushed to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. No other details about the circumstances have been made available. The MSI spokesperson told Tom's Hardware, having been a part of the company for more than 20 years, he made outstanding contributions and was admired by his colleagues. Mr. Sean was a respected leader in the MSI family and helped pave the way for the brand's success. We are all deeply saddened by the news and are mourning the loss of Mr. Sean. He will be deeply missed by the entire team. Sean joined MSI in 1999 as Vice President of Engineering. In 2010, he became General Manager of the company's desktop platform business division before moving into the CEO role in January 2019. And there goes our overlay.
You just need a 3-image one setup, so you could just switch to it.
It's out of
It's
out
not
of
that
alignment.
easy. The problem is, yeah, the webcams like cut into each other.
Yeah, it's out of alignment.
For some reason, OBS does that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Anyway,
Line alignment's apparently fine.
so yeah, I haven't seen anybody talk about this except for this article. It's kind of weird. Like no one posted it on like our PC Master Race. This article didn't get posted to r/like technology or anything. I literally heard about it first on /G, the technology board on 4chan, and then verified it with the PC Gamer article here.
I swore I saw the article on PC Master Race.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, maybe, okay, because I remember looking that night and not seeing it, but whatever. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting, I guess. Suicide? Do we think it was a suicide?
I mean, what? How can you fall off a building?
That's not what I'm getting at. You know, it's like, I don't understand. You just fall off a 7-story building on accident.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, obviously it wasn't an accident, and I'd hate to contribute any malice to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't know anything that's going on.
Yeah.
I would say it sounds like suicide, to be honest.
Okay.
It just seems kind of crazy that you can fall off a building, but like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that seems like probably the most logical thing. How long
Yeah.
ago was this?
It was
This is 4 days ago.
It was a thread on
They
PC
should have
Master Race.
found
It
out what was,
was
right?
titled "Press Up to Pay Respects" and it had 75,000 upvotes.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I didn't notice it. Is because it had a meme title as opposed to the actual title of the article or what the post is about.
You and I both know that r/PCMR is degraded so much to what it used to be.
It really has. Yeah, it was like I was literally working for like Charles Chiang or passed away. I went looking on PCMR for it. It's like they have some shitty meme title like "Press F to pay respects." Then
The top comments on it, 2.7 thousand upvotes. The only guy to ever actually send me my mail-in rebate. Rest in peace, buddy.
oh well, okay. Damn. So yeah.
Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap up the again condolences to him and his family, not him because anyway, you get the point. Condolences to his family and MSI grieving and everything. Okay. Yeah.
May he rest in peace.
Yes.
He did great work for the gaming community. Nobody can ever forget that.
Speaking of, that reminds me. Speaking of people who have died, also today is the 5-year anniversary of Iwata passing away.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Dang.
5 years.
That's crazy if that's true.
Yeah. Yep.
Right,
July
wow.
11th, 2015.
It does not feel that long ago.
Nope.
It really doesn't.
Still hurts.
Yes.
True facts. Definitely.
All right. So moving along, we're gonna roll the advert, and then we'll come back with the water cooler conversation. As we have 2 topics for that. Sweet, and then hopefully Andrew will be back very soon. All right.
Hopefully.
Rolling the advert.
This week's episode of the Power Up Podcast is brought to you by OptiNutra. OptiNutra offers nootropic type supplements that help support enhanced sleep, vision, flexibility, energy, long-range health, and so much more. You can check out their full range of supplements using the link in this episode's description.
Mike, anyways.
Right. Anyway, just
Yeah,
have like the
it has
Chinese
an echo,
headset just
though.
propped up on your desk. You know, and have the
but it has
mic
an
extended
echo,
up
though.
and talking to it. Oh.
I don't remember. Like, it had a slight echo, but
Yeah.
it's definitely better than a based version of your voice.
Why
Damn.
attractive, excuse me.
Damn.
Who said they find that attractive?
Well, you're saying based, whatever.
I don't know what to like. Deep into voice, it's just doesn't sound right.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I
All right.
sound
Moving
like a
along.
complete-
Let's
I
talk
sound
about
like a completely different person when that happens to me.
let's talk about video games again. All right. So yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're a gaming podcast. Completely
Exactly.
forgot.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
All right. So I saw this. Someone made a Modern Warfare mod for Dark Souls 3. Okay.
Is that what you've been playing?
Yes, and I downloaded it, and it is hilarious. It converts like the bows and crossbows in game to modern firearms. I've been trying to find like the preview video for it. It is hilarious to run around Dark Souls 3 with an AK or a Vector, an M4, or I'm sorry, an M16 rather. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just wanted to talk about this because it's pretty absurd. Hold on, I found the video here. It's pretty funny. There it is. It's posted in the chat. So, yeah, Anthony, as you said, maybe it'll finally make the game playable. It does make the game quite face roll, though, I must say.
Yeah, because that's how he enjoys his games.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy. Too easy. It's way too easy.
Casual.
Okay, exactly.
Yes, I need to figure out what's happening with Andrew here.
I don't
I like-
deny it.
My favorite part is like, yeah, your point. You're exactly right.
Exactly. I mean,
He's not denying it.
Agree that.
Yeah, all right.
Ruins the joke.
I mean, we don't have freedom. I'm not a good gamer. What else is wrong with me?
Well, if you want to start that list,
I don't know. Do you really want to start on this one here, buddy? So, anyway,
let's start with the obvious. Your mic.
Yeah. If you're looking for
I
I
mean-
don't know, if you're looking for like another fun way to play through Dark Souls 3, I'd highly recommend this mod. Okay? It is quite hilarious and it is quite fun. Yeah. Cuz I mean,
He's
I don't
totally
know.
trying to keep it on topic. I love it.
Yeah. You roll up on the Abyss Watchers and you just start offloading your jet onto them, you know. Mad dumping. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay.
Was that a
Okay.
question?
No, I'm just saying statement. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
That's just the way you said yes,
That's
no,
what
maybe
it's
or
someone.
so. It's
I
sound like a
expected someone to follow
question.
up with the conversation.
No, I just want to continue making fun of Anthony.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Do that off the podcast time.
Can't stop, won't stop.
God damn it. Okay.
But it's just one of those things. It's like, why? I don't understand why.
I think the funniest part about it is it was made by some Chinese guy too. Out of all people, right? It was made by
Yeah.
some Chinese guy. And then I guess there's a follow-up to the mod and everything where it basically gives you Resident Evil 4 style aiming.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty neat.
I love how he uses the crosshair from Dark Souls, which is honestly pretty trash crosshair.
Stop. Stop.
Is Chloe bothering you?
Stop. Yes. Dot is just stop. 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 Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
What are you
Wait a
going?
second. I'm going to try something.
What are you
talking
going to
about?
try? Oh no.
Shut up.
I am
Screw
asking
it,
you.
we're
what
doing it
you're-
live.
I'm asking you what you're doing.
He's messing
I'm
with mic
trying to
settings.
change the microphone.
Did you not try this before we went live?
No, because I didn't know it was like this.
We told you.
I told you.
You even said you were trying to fix it before we went live, Anthony.
No, I was trying to fix something else. It's all good. I'm trying to try a different thing.
Okay.
So,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Do we have an ETA on Andrew here?
No.
no idea.
Because I'm trying to value his opinion in this next conversation. So, anyway, I'm just gonna switch over topics, I guess. So away from the she's whining
let's-
really loud for like no reason.
I see her like staring at you from like back on the
Yeah, back on the screen there.
like there's
Yeah.
Mm.
just watching you.
Yeah.
Medicine.
cats.
I know. No. I mean, cats are cool, but I like dogs too.
See, it's people are like never like they're not cats people until they find that one cat.
I know. Milky was that one cat for me.
Yep. Crazy little guy.
Yes. Anyway, so
Gaming podcast.
Yes, gaming
That's-
podcast. I'm attributing this podcast to the rust of taking a week off there. All right. So this is y'all hear about NBA 2K21 or whatever is supposedly going to be $70.
I think it's so dumb.
This
Okay,
has ignited the conversation about, well, the next generation of games start cracking the $70 mark for just the standard edition.
So I have two thoughts on this.
Yes.
One, games should not be held to the standard of like trying to fight inflation. Inflation's a thing. It's just gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
I think it's more impressive that games have held to the $60 mark for what, like
11 years.
yeah.
Like 12, 11 years at this point.
I was like, it's at least over a decade right now.
Yeah.
And there at least US way that's 3% increase in inflation every year upon year.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy they've been able to do that.
Yeah.
So it's bound to
I
happen
think I
sooner or
fixed
later. Yes, you
Yeah,
can't
fix
stop.
the microphone.
I don't.
you
I'm
sound-
not sure.
You have your normal tone
Voice now. I
Yeah.
believe I have my normal voice. Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
You're talking through your headset though.
Correct.
Okay.
How does it sound? Bad or good? Or
Yeah, it's
decent?
acceptable.
now. It's
Okay.
fine. It gets the job done.
It'll do.
So
I'll take
with
that over
said,
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Yeah.
So I think it's acceptable that games will eventually. That's a thing that's going to happen. It's just going to eventually break the $60 mark.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
A 2K title doing it though shouldn't be the first game.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
Andrew.
Like
Andrew.
I could understand The Last of Us 2 doing it. I could understand like maybe Horizon Zero Dawn or like anything that's like a triple A like single player game where it's like it's not just like an annual update,
Fair enough.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Then
Sure.
I can understand the increase in price, but not like a 2K game.
Okay.
or
fair enough.
FIFA or like anything sports related.
Sure. That
Okay.
makes
That
sense.
one shouldn't be the first one to crack the threshold. in my
Andrew, welcome back. We were talking about how NBA 2K21 is looking like it'll retail for $70 MSRP, breaking the long coveted AAA $60 mark. And, well, that's ignited the conversation in both our community and the greater gaming community as a whole of whether or not the next-gen games will start routinely, being $70. Is 70 the new 60? What do you think?
It's weird, right? Like you mentioned the sports game part of it. I think. Yeah,
I don't
mean,
think the
maybe-
yearly sports games are worth $60 anyway as they stand.
Oh,
So
no.
Well, yeah, because they go on sale so quickly.
yeah, it's like
right?
a roster
Like,
update every year, pretty much, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, depending on the game, right? But,
Okay.
like, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
$70, and then what? 3 months from then, it's gonna be 40.
Yeah.
You know, like it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter to them, right? Like they're gonna get the people they want on day one to get the $70, and then
Yeah.
the people who wait for sales are gonna wait for sales. And...
The FIFA diehards are like 60% of EA's profit.
Yeah, right.
Was
Yeah.
FIFA?
In
Oh, no,
just
this is
packs
2K.
alone.
Yeah, we're
This is
talking about
2K,
2K.
right?
I'm just, I
Okay,
was just saying.
double checking.
Yeah.
Sports game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sports games in general make up a lot for EA.
Yeah.
Like a rough estimate, like over a decade, it's $60 with the standard U.S. inflation of about roughly 3%. I'm doing 3% for
Yeah.
the sakes of numbers. It's about $80 and $88 and a half.
So you think it's just kind of impressive that we've been at 60 for so long then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think that in itself has been extremely impressive for an industry that has boomed
Yeah.
like the gaming industry.
I guess the big thing with that, though, is any loss that made up due to the inflation over the years or whatever would be done through the volume of sales now, as opposed to yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you could also counter argue that it takes more to make a game now,
Right.
without
True.
a doubt.
True. Yeah.
To be honest, though, I don't feel like. So sports games, okay. So any sports game should be selling for $40, in my opinion, nowadays,
Sure.
because they're all they are is a roster update, literally,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
slightly better graphics. It's kind of all you get.
Even,
AAA
the
games.
graphics updates are debatable now. Even the graphics updates are kind of debatable now.
Well, you would hope in next gen that it's gonna be significant.
little bit
Yeah,
more of a
next
boost.
gen understandable, but for the
Oh, I mean, you're probably going to get FIFA 2022, 2021, whatever it is. That'll look amazing on PS5. And then after that, it probably won't change. It'll just be that one game that's on next-gen consoles. But what I'm saying is, AAA games, I mean, over here, if you buy a game from, EB Games,
Mhm.
$100, maybe even 110. If you
what's the
go...
equivalent of 70 now that we know.
Yeah, it's about $70, right? Yeah, it's about...
USD, because we did
yeah,
the conversion
something like
earlier for $1.78. 78
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, or
True.
80.
So if you, I don't know, I feel like AAA games probably should stay around the price that they are. I understand that more resources and stuff going into them, particularly with the new technology that's coming out for new consoles and stuff. So there will probably be a price rise on most stuff. But sports games, no way in hell should they go
Okay.
up. They should go down.
Okay. So I guess let's just remove the sports element out of it, right? It's just like a normal AAA game, right?
Sure.
Do you think $70 is reasonable to charge now?
Yeah, probably. Although I get stuff like $70 AUD off places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
they also
okay.
kind of have already been doing the 70 things with the digital deluxe versions.
Yeah, I
you
know a lot of people that are just whatever. It's an extra $10. So you yeah.
You get a few extra
Yeah, I've
things.
done
You
that
get,
on
a
occasion before.
Soundtrack,
Yeah.
wallpaper or something.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
$10,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like their conditioning has already been in place.
They've been conditioning it for years. Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
They've got you controlled.
I don't know. If things went up to $70 the next 15 years, I think that'd be fine.
Yeah, I mean it's never.
if we held
fun,
$70 for
but-
another 10 years, I'd be
How-
pleased.
So they did the 60 when when Xbox 360 came out. right?
Yeah,
11,
it's
12 years
14,
now.
15 years worth of $60 games,
What did it used to be before that?
50. I want
Yeah.
to say.
About 50, yeah.
when I was buying PS2 games, they were like $50 a pop.
Mhm.
And then when you go back further than that, it was just all over the place.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
if you look at old like Toys R Us Super Nintendo games like Street Fighter
Oh my
2, like
God.
$80.
Yeah. What was like the what was like the TurboGrafx 16 or whatever had like real, or maybe it was the Virtual Boy or whatever, had like really expensive games to it. I forget.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You could
think so, yeah.
contribute that to being like part of it hardware based. It was just kind of hard to make the cartridges for it as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
saying it
for
was just
sure.
like, it was like, I remember one of them was like a really like rich kid's console or whatever, because of how expensive the games were.
I think
Yeah.
you're right. I think it was a TurboGrafx.
Okay.
I believe it'd be just TurboGrafx.
For sure.
But yeah, yeah. There's no reason that stayed $60 this long anyway. I guess more of like a
Sheer willpower of the industry. I don't know.
everyone's kind of looking around at each other like, who's gonna do it first, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Leave it to 2K to do it
Yeah.
first.
It was either gonna be 2K, EA, or Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
I think Activision Blizzard did it last year or last time. It was like, we're charging $60 for everything.
Funnily enough, okay, this is kind of an interesting thing. So when I say I pay like, it's probably around $70 AUD that
Mhm.
I pay for game, mostly like if I'm buying a new game,
Mhm.
and that's from like JB Hi-Fi, like
Oh, okay.
proper tech places that you can buy
Yeah.
games from. You know what that equals USD?
What?
$50. So
Yeah.
technically Australians are still paying $50 for games.
Interesting.
So we're technically still getting them for cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's one thing you get. One thing you only get cheaper. Everything else is just
Wow,
like
no follow up.
generally
Okay. Interesting.
worse.
Yeah.
You
I
just-
mean,
no,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay.
you just took that one like a champ. Okay, all right.
Exactly. You're not wrong. Like look at alcohol here. Far out.
Wait, how
Not that
expensive? How expensive is alcohol?
I don't drink either, by the way. But like, okay, so what's a drink that you guys buy?
Wait, are you talking about like if I go to a bar and get a drink, or?
So like if you buy
like
a
a bottle
bottle
of
of
something.
alcohol. Bottle
So-
of alcohol.
Say a bottle of Absolute.
Oh, okay, that's like $20 for like a 750 ml
Okay,
bottle of Absolute.
sure.
Okay, it's
at
around
Total
$30
Wine.
now.
Okay.
30. Yeah.
That's about in line with like your value difference and everything of AUD then.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
But like, if you go to like, depends where you go, but you can be paying like for a beer or something $7 pretty easily.
Oh yeah, that's super common for
Yeah.
me.
Especially we do
Yeah, it's
import
like
beer
common.
here or whatever. Like,
As someone who's very large into like craft beer,
God, those dudes
Yeah,
expensive.
$7 or $8 is common, extremely common. I paid like, this is gonna sound horrible because I hate doing, but I paid like $18 for a 4-pack like
Nice.
earlier this afternoon because that's
See-
how much they charge for those beers.
I just don't drink beer.
I know.
I-
My favorite
Way
ramen
too
place to go
bubbly.
to has this special where it's like you can get a Sapporo, which is my favorite beer, and a bowl of ramen for like $12, and it's not bad.
It's a good deal.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
This is totally
Assuming
random, but, like,
assuming their
gaming-related.
tap is working for Sapporo.
Andrew, have you ever tried any Australian beers at all?
I don't think so. They don't really have import Australia beers. I don't count Foster's, obviously.
Oh yeah. You should
Damn.
try something like Fat Yak or like Great Northern. They
I
really-
would love to try them. It's just getting them is like
Availability isn't great here.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can get them from somewhere, but they're quite.
I'm sure I could look it up online and
We're
see
on a
what like.
shortage of
bottle
approximately
shops
everything
are.
here in America.
Yeah, I've used Australian hops in my beers that I make before. So
Okay, interesting.
Close enough.
All right, well, I think I guess there's, it's about time for $70, right? I don't see any issue with it. It's
Oh, yeah,
just a
back
shame
to
that the sports game is going to break the barrier with it. I think we're all pretty in line with each other on this.
Back
Yeah,
to the
it's-
gaming topic on hand.
Why do we agree with each other so much? We need to like argue with
Well,
each other more. Come on now.
That's wrong.
I don't think we get to the credit of the topics that are chosen. I don't think they're very
Divisive.
controversial.
Yeah, there's not
Or
really
the-
like
yeah,
any hot
divisive is
takes
the-
you can have
is
about
the-
anything, right?
Divisive is the correct word there because it's like general public, and we're I was gonna say that it's kind of a weird way to handle that.
Yeah.
So Taylor, come on, do your job better. Get more divisive topics.
All right, fine. We'll get controversial in that podcast, okay?
I'll enjoy it.
We'll bring up We'll bring up like Tifa's body proportions, that whole thing. I don't know. Remember that? Oh man.
Okay, dude.
we talk about
I already
The
know
Last
which
of
side
Us
of the
2
fence you're
again.
on, Taylor.
Yeah.
That could be. That could actually be like a cool kind of thing that we could do, like add in a couple of controversial topics. Get banned? Why not?
The hot
yeah.
take of the week.
Why not?
Start
Take it
talking
a
about
week.
a certain
I'm gonna
conspiracy
start-
theorist on
I'm
stream.
gonna
I
start
don't know.
cursing so many people out.
Please don't.
The lizard people are real.
Oh, God.
No,
Okay.
it's fine. You just edit that portion out of the YouTube.
All right, we're
upload.
finna
It's
get
fine.
Doctor Disrespected pretty soon. So Anthony, what what games are coming out next week? I know Ghost of Tsushima is one of them.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
None at all, hardly.
can't-
Nothing's like.
I can't figure out if I'm still excited for that game or not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm
I
super into it.
Okay.
Combat.
July,
Taylor, let me put it this way. Do you still plan on playing it?
Yes.
Then doesn't matter.
No.
17?
Let's see. Okay, so Death Stranding is going to PC,
Steam Store.
on July 4th.
Steam Store.
You mean July
Um,
14th?
Yeah, July 14th. There you go. There's a 4 in
Get
there.
it
somewhere.
right.
Rocket
Right.
Arena is coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Also on July 14th. Neon Abyss is coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. What?
Chat.
July
in
14th.
Twitch chat.
When's
okay.
Elden Ring coming out?
Never.
Ever.
That's a fat no on that one.
I guess that's supposed to be Control Alt Delete, but mine Control Delete is PC, PS4, Xbox One on July 16th as well. Ghost of Sushi or Ghost of Tsushima is going to PS4 on July 17th. And we also have Paper Mario, the Origami King, which is going to Switch. on
Really?
July
Huh,
Well,
that's soon.
yep.
Okay.
And that's it for this week.
Wasn't there like another Paper Mario game that just like kind of ninja dropped and nobody really knew about?
Is
Is
it
there?
Color
I
Splash? Color
think
Splash
this
was
is
the
it
last
one.
one.
I think it was Color Splash.
Okay.
Cause like they just haven't been advertising it at all.
Interesting.
I don't think
Anything
they...
Paper Mario.
Oh, was it? It might have been Paper Mario. I thought there was like a like a 2-pack of like Mario versus Bowser or something like that. That maybe or something.
No, it was like something just.
Oh, it was a
Mario, just
remake, I think, for like of one of
Thousand Year
the
Door or something like that.
that or Bowser's Inside Story or something.
I don't know.
Literally
Yeah.
every game after the Wii one. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I remember the Wii Paper Mario.
Although I don't
Just call
think
it
people.
the Wii. Why call it the Wii One? There's the
What?
Wii and then there's Wii U. There's a difference.
I think he meant the Wii one, the game,
Oh.
not the
the
Wii
Paper
one.
Mario.
I have no idea.
Yeah. All right.
I'll just get mad at Sean because I get mad at Sean.
Very easily too. It's like hell. Anyway, Andrew,
Me
where
and
can
Sean have
people
a
find
very,
you on
like,
Twitter?
Self-destructive relationship.
Yeah, you guys can find me Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff at Duronsky, DRNSKI. Hopefully, I'll be streaming a little bit more. I wonder. I'll have to stream. Hopefully, it's still up there. There's a beta for this game called. Oh no! Like it was a Dark Souls S game on Epic Store.
Oh, is it the one you talked to me in
Yeah.
Discord about that one time?
Yes.
That beta's coming up. That looked neat. Okay.
That beta is for free to everybody on Epic Store.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you don't mind the Epic Store.
I mean,
you
I
can
already
get
have it
that
installed on
game.
my PC, so because like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
better
yeah,
review
yeah.
games on the Epic Store.
What is it called? I'm gonna go crazy. Shoot. But yeah, I watched a little bit of it, and anyway, I do want to stream it because it seems neat.
Yeah.
It's like Immortal Shell or something like
Yes.
that.
No, I think that's literally it. Mortal Shell.
Yeah.
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 That
Okay.
sounds about right.
So I'll hopefully keep an eye there. Hopefully I'll be streaming. Probably late night streams.
Nice.
Hey Taylor.
Yeah.
Games like Dark Souls, Elden Ring.
It's not true.
We don't
know-
know yet. We don't know yet.
You know, at least with
That's what
Dark,
Google tells me. Google's
the,
always true.
the core Dark Souls series, like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, they came out every 2 years.
Yeah. It's been like 4 years since Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
But Dark Souls 3 was the conclusion of that trilogy. though.
Yeah, true.
Demon Souls. and
But
stuff.
I mean, then it's like they had Bloodborne and some in between there, and then they also had Sekiro, and yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, you could count Covade if you want.
That wasn't even developed by From Software
That
though.
wasn't even
Yeah, but
done
it's
by
a
them.
dark. It's still a Dark Souls-esque game. I played through it. It's a very
Well,
much like
yeah,
Dark Souls.
okay, I'm not denying that, but I'm saying it's just like you're talking about the From Software development cycle of like 2 years. Then
I just meant the Dark Souls trilogy. That's all
Oh.
I meant.
okay.
Unlike Elden Ring, which is never coming out.
Oh no, for sure not.
No, it's
No.
not.
No
It's
way.
never coming.
It's
out.
gonna get canceled.
Matt, where can people find you on Twitter?
They can find me at Filmed by G-Man. where, like my tweets, it doesn't exist, just like Elden Ring.
Okay, and what about Chat for Thought?
You could find it at that link that was
Excellent.
posted in the chat. Just search up Tech for Thought. It's the one with the nice hexagon
Blue
logo.
and white logo.
Logo,
Fresh.
that was-
Yeah.
That was designed by our main man, Sean Scleese, also known as Nerd Awakens. He is a master meme maker himself.
Also, this COG's graphic designer too. So.
But yeah.
All right.
Not as important, though.
Okay. Anthony.
I saw
where can
Anthony
people
just
find
like
you on
pulled up.
Twitter?
Rude.
Okay, dude. I am at SoMatman19. I do not tweet. But I do this social media stuff and whatever. So if you wanted to get in contact with me, you can do so through those channels.
Barely anyone tweets. I don't even know why I asked you for your Twitter at the end of the show.
We're too busy doing other stuff.
I
man.
know. I'm joking.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Some of us have lives, Taylor.
I know.
I don't know
Anyway.
if you know what that is, but yeah.
Damn. Okay, well, hopefully we'll see you guys back next week. I don't know. Might need another recovery week after that. After that roast, so I can cool down a little bit. So, anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. Same time, same place, same channel. All that fun stuff. Hope have a good one. Be safe. Go outside if you can safely. Fresh air is still good for you, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, stay safe, stay healthy, all that fun stuff, and play some video. See you guys all next time.